Hello everybody, today I would like to tell you a short conversation between a man and a woman. The woman say hello to the man and she offered to help him. The man replied she had the telephone yesterday to make a reservation for two single room over the weekend first. And he said he would like to add a third room to his reservation. The woman replied she was checking availability for him, and she said she would need his last name and reservation number. The man replied the last name was Jordan and his number were 1076 kg. Number 2. The woman wanted to know what he thought of the new billing system, and then she said it had been up and been running for a couple of weeks then. The man replied it was about time they had gotten our service computer right, and he said they were some way behind times. The woman agreed with him, but she said better late than never, because it was certainly making her life easier in the supply surface. Number 3. The woman told the man that she would review his expense record from his business trip, and she had a question about that dinner on the Thursday, because according to the plan there were no business meeting that evening. The man explained that had been a scheduled dinner with a man who specializes in telecommunication software, and he said it had been just by chance that he met him. The woman agreed with him, and she said she hoped he had learned something useful. Number 4. The woman told the man that she had a question about taxes, and she was employed, but she had received a payment for payment of taxes. She wasn't aware that she had to pay or receive the taxes. The man agreed with her, and he said it was required on sale within a state. The woman wanted to know how much you would owe with a penalty and interest. The man replied, why her take a look at it, that left outline in the tax payment requirement for a self-employed. It won't explain here. Number 5. The woman wanted to know if John had told him that they had just completed the paperwork to purchase the lost net to the them building. The man wanted to know if that were for expansion that her had been talking about, and then he said she had his life on lot for a long time. The woman agreed with him, and she said it were them, and they were going to start construction in 3 months, and she said they were going to extend to pack up the store.